Now on CoastTV News.
It's been a noisy night across Delmarva with storms and areas of heavy rain. It tapers off later this morning with more unsettled weather for the holiday weekend, then nicer for Labor Day. Details coming up.
If you're looking to go for a swim this holiday weekend, we have tips from lifeguards on how to stay safe in the ocean.
Road Rush, how our coastal communities are preparing for the expected surge of visitors this weekend.
Successful season opener, big night for former Bayside Conference players as Delaware starts 2024 with a win.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Friday, August 30th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And to borrow a line from the late, great Jimmy Buffett, we have arrived at the Labor Day weekend show.
I'm so happy it's Friday, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
I love hanging out with you guys.
I always love Fridays. You know, I think that's just, you don't even have to ask anymore. Just assume Matt will say yes when you...
Friday, check.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I haven't asked Bob yet, though. Bob, Friday, happy, yes or no?
Yes.
Took you long
check
enough.
that box. Yes. And you must have your hush puppies on as well when you're heading to the Labor Day holiday weekend show. All right, clouds and radar. This is about a 5-hour loop. We've had noisy storms and showers moving through Delmarva and Delaware. Lots of lightning. I noticed that this morning. Lots of cloud-to-cloud lightning. Right now, it's a break across Sussex County with one batch moving offshore now. You see all this lightning in the ocean, but from Long Neck down to Ocean Pie, it's still hanging on to a few showers, but your heavier rain has moved offshore. But then across the eastern shore, back through Westover and points south, it's another area of showers and storms. Watch for heavy rain and vivid lightning near Princess Anne as this is starting to move to the north and east. So it's one last batch. We've got a front to the south. We're still in an easterly flow. And then once this moves through, I think we're in good shape as we go through the day. Temperatures in the lower 70s out the door. We still have that onshore flow. So the bulk of the activity is this morning. And then you see by late morning into the afternoon, we start to see some sunshine, but still on the cool side with temperatures into the 70s and 80s. And that lasts right into the evening hours. So have the umbrella handy and the sunglasses as well. And for the holiday weekend, a little unsettled, but better for Labor Day. More on that coming up in just a bit.
All right, Bob, thank you. Now, speaking of Labor Day weekend, one of the busiest weekends on the coast. We all know it. It's extra important to remember. Be cautious if you go for an ocean swim.
Yeah, and Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom now. Elisa, you spoke with a lifeguard in Rehoboth Beach to get some safety tips.
Matt and Paige, there is no doubt that the nation's summer capital and every beach is going to be packed this holiday weekend. And although summer technically doesn't end until September 22nd, for a lot of people, this is their final beach vacation of the season. And while swimming in the ocean can be relaxing, you always have to be on alert in the water. Last Memorial Day weekend, a man died in Rehoboth after going for a swim, and another was rescued in the water by lifeguards. No matter your ability, one lifeguard in Rehoboth Beach says the ocean is not a pool and the conditions can change in an instant.
The ocean has very unpredictable currents, so at one moment you could be just chilling in nice flat water, and all of a sudden a rip current forms where you're standing and you're getting pulled out 50, 100 yards. And all of a sudden you can't stand, you're not a strong swimmer, you don't know how to get back to shore.
Some tips to remember before you go into the ocean are always swim in front of a lifeguard, never turn your back to the water, and lifeguards say if you find yourself in a rip current, swim parallel to the shore in order to escape that current. Back to you.
Thank you, Elisa. And as we begin the final big weekend of the summer, we wanted to go over the hours lifeguards will be on our beaches. Some good information if you're visiting the coast, and a good reminder also for the locals. So we're going to focus on Saturday and Sunday. Note here that there are some different times at some of the beaches on Friday. So in Rehoboth Beach, City's Patrol will be on the stands from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Today, that end time is 5 p.m. In Ocean City, is 10 to 5:30 every day. At Delaware State Park beaches, there will be lifeguards, 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. Bethany Beach, lifeguards start at 9:30 and end at 5:30. Today, they're actually scheduled from 10 to 5.
We are now going to take a live look at the Bay Bridge, see what's going on there. That's the westbound lane right there. May not be too busy, I mean, pretty busy for, 5 a.m., but not too busy. But we do know it's going to be filled later today. And yeah, I'll be one of those drivers right there on that bridge later this afternoon.
Yeah, we certainly know that, Paige, about the traffic on the Bay Bridge and holiday weekends. Labor Day weekend, AAA says a record number of people will travel on highways. And all that additional traffic on the coast, business owners are hoping it will lead to a big weekend for the bottom line. We went to Rehoboth Beach to learn more, and here's what one told us.
This being the last weekend, we are all hoping it's going to be very strong.
All this upcoming traffic is causing headaches for people on the coast, but putting a smile on business owners. This brings us to our Coast TV poll. If you are traveling this weekend, we want to know, how early did you plan to travel?
All right, let's see there. Well, 49% of you actually have no plans, so it doesn't matter to you. That's fine. 12% of you, you're going to go last minute. At least you own it. 14% of you weeks ahead. 25% of you months ahead. Ooh, good for you. Okay, no problem there. Go ahead, vote on the mobile app or online, or scan that QR code.
Former Bayside Conference stars showing up last night at Delaware Stadium. Parkside's Marcus Yarns caught a touchdown pass. He rushed for another. Easton's Ryan O'Connor threw 4 touchdown passes as the Blue Hens rout Bryant in the 2024 season opener. And we'll have more on this game later on Coast TV News Today.
Traffic cones could be seen on the intersection of Route 1 and 16 near Broadkill Road as construction crews work on a project to make an easier way for cars to cross that intersection. The project is looking to improve traffic flow and limit the number of crashes on that road. It started back in 2022 and it looks to wrap up at the end of 2025. DelDOT Communications Director C.R. McLeod is optimistic of this new overpass.
It's been an intersection that has long been a problem in terms of crashes, and this new interchange will really help to improve safety and traffic flow at this critical intersection along Route 1 in Sussex County.
And that project in total, that'll cost about $23 million.
Got developing news out of Milford. An overhead warning system is going to be installed right there at the Miss Pillion Bridge. Bridge on South Rehoboth Boulevard reopened last August after being closed for several months due to large trucks repeatedly crashing into it. DelDOT says the new warning system, also known as clankers, is designed to stop big trucks from hitting the bridge and causing damage.
Delaware Governor John Carney has ordered the Delaware flag to be lowered to half-staff in recognition of International Overdose Awareness Day. This is going to take place August 31st. It's from sunrise until sunset. The state says it's encouraging local governments, businesses, and homeowners to do the same to spread awareness and recognize all who have lost someone.
After having to deal with a fire this week, the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, they're putting out another reminder about the Delaware burn ban. And this is why. Take a look here. The agency says firefighters had to fully extinguish what seemed to be an inappropriate control burn. This happened on William Drive in Millsboro. In addition to fire suppression, the emergency response crews also provided education on the Delaware burn ban. They're asking you to keep up with the ban restrictions, and you can do that on DENREC's website.
In their first sit-down interview since moving to the top of the Democratic ticket, Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, discussing their policy platform from jobs, the economy, to affordable housing and immigration.
Yeah, former President Donald Trump pushing back while barnstorming across Midwest states. And NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the two campaigns are shading each other as Election Day gets closer.
In her first sit-down interview since becoming the Democratic nominee, Vice President Harris staking out her day one priorities if elected president.
Implementing my plan for what I call an opportunity economy.
Touching on addressing price gouging on groceries, a $6,000 child tax credit for new babies, and a $25,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers. Sitting alongside her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. The vice president also defending her shifting policy positions since her 2019 run for the White House, including calling then to decriminalize migration, now saying there should be consequences for crossing the border illegally.
We have laws that have to be followed and enforced. I spent 2 terms as the Attorney General of California prosecuting transnational criminal organizations.
Noting she still believes in climate change action, but would not ban fracking, all while making the argument.
My values have not changed.
Former President Trump seizing on that answer, saying her values are too far to the left. As he shifts position on reproductive rights, the former president at a Wisconsin town hall announcing a new proposal for IVF.
The government is going to pay for it, or we're going to get or mandate your insurance company to pay for it.
Vice President Harris also brushed off the former president's comments questioning her black identity.
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
And said she would appoint a Republican to her cabinet. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
All right, We're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, new home for neglected dogs. We'll show you how one canine is finding love with a new family after being the victim of abuse.
And pedestrians on proposed path. We're going to show you the changes officials in Worcester County are considering for an area some bikers feel is needed.
One woman now facing charges after a big crash on the Bay Bridge earlier this year. Some updated information from investigators there. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Join us for Fur and Field Day on September 7th at the Humane Society of Wicomico County. Enjoy competition, outdoor fun, food, vendors, and adoptable animals. Gather your team of 8 to 12 people for just $20 per person. Participate in fun games, water activities, face painting, live music, and more. Don't miss out on this exciting day. Visit wicomicohumane.org for more info. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
5:12 on this Friday morning, and a beautiful shot of our Bay Health cam. Old Glory waving in the wind. Dry in Milford right now, maybe not for long, as we have storm seers south and west. Also, some showers and storms now clinging along the coast and also moving off the coast right now, with the bulk of the lightning moving that way. And then we also have these storms that are into the eastern shore. Hebron seeing some heavy rain near Sharptown with some lightning there, and then more lightning stretching down through Maryland into Virginia's southern tip of Delmarva. So watch out there. Some rough weather, maybe plan on a little more extra time to get to work. And then I think this activity will quiet down as we go into the afternoon hours. Low 70s out the door. So here's your golf forecast for today. I'm putting in the fair range, and we're looking at mainly morning rain and storms, and then a nicer afternoon and high around 78 degrees.
Not bad, Bob. I'll go with fair today. Well, here's something you first saw on the Coast TV News app. A woman is facing criminal and traffic charges following a months-long investigation into that Bay Bridge crash back in January. Police say Gwendolyn Persina of Chester was driving a blue Honda Civic at high speeds, leading to a 23-vehicle pileup. You see some of that here on the westbound span. One person suffered life-threatening injuries. Several others were hurt. Authorities have now charged Persina with driving under the influence, driving on a suspended license, and other offenses. She was taken into custody and is being held at the Queen Anne's County Detention Center. Maryland Transportation Authority Board has approved a $73 million contract. This will kick off the rebuild of the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge. This marks the start of Phase 1. It focuses on pre-construction services and design. This is expected to take about 12 months, and then Phase 2 is set to follow shortly after.
A major deli meat recall. It remains in effect due to listeria contamination. That's made dozens sick, and in some cases, it's actually turned deadly. The source of the outbreak, deli meat from Boar's Head plant. The Department of Agriculture reports inspectors says they found mold, insects, even puddles of blood. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say at least 57 people have been hospitalized. 9 are confirmed dead. Boar's Head recalled more than 7 million pounds of its meat. Yikes, check your refrigerators. Actor Tom Hanks says, "Do not be fooled" over a deceptive AI social media ad that's using his image. The actor said the ads are using his likeness, name, and voice to promote miracle cures and wonder drugs. Okay. Hank, who lives with type 2 diabetes, acknowledged he only works with board-certified doctors regarding his treatment. All right, take note of that. Still ahead this morning, Worcester County is looking for feedback on a proposed bike and pedestrian path, while one local isn't up for the ride.
We're seeing some ominous skies in Lewis right now on our Irish Eyes cam. You've seen one round of storms. We've got another round coming up as we go through the morning hours, and then it improves this afternoon. The weekend is a little unsettled, not too bad, then much better for Labor Day. I'll check the radar and have your full forecast in 2 minutes.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
Paris, the city of light, welcomes incredible athletes and their stories as the world takes heart at the 2024 Paris Paralympics.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
You want to change how your patients see the world.
I want to change how the world sees my patients.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
As a fellow veteran and family-owned business, Morse Roofing and Siding loves to give back to those that have served for the freedoms of this country.
Dear Lieutenant Colonel Richard Marks, thank you for your service. In honor of your 20-plus years in the U.S. Air Force, we would like to give you, as our gift, this new CertainTeed roofing system at no cost to you.
And right now, we would like to give a free CertainTeed upgrade to any military veteran between now and December the 31st.
There's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
We're approaching 5:18 on this Friday morning, and you are looking live at Lewis. One big summer weekend left. And, Bob, you do have some good news if people want to head out on their boats there or other places.
Absolutely, Matt. We have the good side and the bad side of this forecast. Let's skip through the bad stuff and get to the good stuff right away. And let's go to Labor Day. Oh, look at the hammock. I'm sure a lot of folks will be hanging out on a hammock by the pool, cooking out. Labor Day is looking nice. 81, lovely, with sun and clouds and falling humidity. It's getting there. That might be a little bumpy, and that's the case this morning, where we are seeing some showers and storms. Looking at some showers and storms moving into the Delmar area. More on those. We had one round moving through earlier across much of Delaware and Maryland. Now that's moving offshore with lots of lightning and still maybe some activity hanging on around Chincoteague. But then another batch moving into the eastern shore near Cambridge and then Marcellus Springs. Delmar seeing some heavy rain and vivid lightning too, and this extends all the way down towards Chincoteague and Snow Hill. So vivid lightning and heavy rain, maybe leave extra time to get to work. But once this batch moves through, I think we do start to clear it out, or quiet it down at least, as we do have a front to the south. We're on the cooler side with that easterly flow still continuing. Here's our 5-day temperature trend. 78 today, but then it's warm and muggy into the weekend with mid to upper 80s, and then Labor Day, as I mentioned, beautiful 81, and then 77 on Tuesday, getting into a really nice air mass. But until then, still kind of humid to very humid through Sunday, and then we see that line go all the way down into the comfier range Labor Day and beyond. Out the door this morning, it's mild and muggy with lower 70s, and we still have that onshore wind. So let's track it on Futurecast. We have those storms this morning, vivid lightning and heavy rain. I think that will end around 10 a.m. And then through the balance of the afternoon, 70s and 80s, a little cooler at the beaches, warmer inland. Still a spotty shower or a thunderstorm is possible. If you're out and about on this Friday evening, I think for the most part you're okay. And as we go into your Saturday in the morning hours, mild and muggy with 70s. And I think we're looking at sunshine on your Saturday, some clouds and maybe a spotty shower. It's when we move into Sunday, that's the better chance of seeing some storms, maybe some stronger storms, possibly severe into the afternoon with that cold front that will usher in that drier air mass. And you can see the bigger picture as this front sinks to the south. We get into that really nice air mass on your Labor Day. On Monday, lower humidity looking good, not only Monday, but into Tuesday through Thursday, basically. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 78 today, and then it is warm and muggy for the weekend, mid to upper 80s. Isolated storm Saturday, a better chance on Sunday. And make sure you have your CoastTV weather app handy through the holiday weekend for possible severe weather. Then Labor Day, great 81, and then upper 70s Tuesday through Thursday, 50s at night, looking really good. Umbrella winner today is Judy Carpenter from Ocean City, Maryland. Congratulations, Judy, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV.
All right, Bob, thank you. You don't have to tell me. I check that app regularly, especially if I'm planning on going to the beach. We move on, and riding a bike should be an enjoyable experience, but in Worcester County, some places have cyclists uncomfortably close to cars driving by. That's why the Worcester County Public Works officials are looking to add more lanes in the area. They recently completed a bicycle pedestrian path study that proposes the development of a hiking and biking trail on Route 611 from Route 50 to Assateague State Park, but one person says this road already has enough space.
This is actually one of the better roads, or probably the best. I mean, because they've got, for the most part, you've got a full lane anyway, and on the other side, you've got at least a decent lane. So it's good. It's probably not the best, but it's certainly better than back roads.
I'm just impressed with John's ride there. Worcester County is looking for public input on the proposed new path before moving forward.
All right, coming up next on Coast TV News today, a new home for neglected dogs, how this dog is fitting into its new family after being rescued from an abusive home. Labor Day weekend celebrations return to the coast. Coming up, I'll have your grand finale edition of Cool Things to Do.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. Nobody can drag me down.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtapes on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Yeah, we getting all fired up, getting ready for the players when they line up. Think it's time we go and get them lights up. Let them high school lights ignite us. Cause we fighters, coming with a hut like this. Coming with a pick six like that. Gonna be a showdown so big. Think it's time for football night to impact. High school football is everything. Hey, hey, let's go. For the win, for the gold, for the crown, the ring. High school football is everything.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Are you tired of rust stains, funny smells, and floaties? Are you concerned about contaminants in your water? City or well, call Shore Water Refining. We'll perform a comprehensive water analysis and offer a cost-effective solution in less than 48 hours. From whole house systems with water softeners designed for Delmarva to reverse osmosis bottle quality water right at your sink. Shore Water Refining, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Call or visit us online at shorewaterde.com today.
Earlier this month, 20 dogs were rescued from a home in Bridgeville. 2 people charged with multiple misdemeanor counts of animal cruelty, neglect, and other violations. But now, 6 of those dogs have already been adopted, including Millie. This 5-year-old Boston Terrier now has a new home with Renee Raymond and her family. They're just thrilled to have this furry 4-legged friend as a member of their family.
She is adorable. She is very friendly and very sweet. She's a real cuddler, as you can see. Boom. There we go. Oh, I know, Bubby. She just wants to fit in. She wants to be part of the group, part of the family. So she watches what we do. She watches what Devin does all the time. Like coming out of work, she was afraid to go down the steps. And so Devin went out, and then she just followed him without even thinking about it.
Oh, Millie's living the good life. Also, one of the other rescue dogs, Coco, just had a litter of puppies.
Oh, that is adorable. Yeah. All right, First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey back with us. Paige,
yes.
We always pay attention to Bob, but I think a lot of people out there right now, extra attention on Bob as we look for those windows for some beach time this weekend.
Yeah, that is the word, windows, because you'll have to pick your spots. We've got some storms moving through this morning, guys, and I think we also have a few more this afternoon. But the lion's share of the storms this morning for Fenwick Island and Ocean City. When you hear the thunder, go indoors, find shelter, and we could still see an isolated shower into the afternoon with highs in the 70s. Rip current threat is now moderate, so really be careful. Swim with a buddy. For Lewis and Rehoboth, you're looking at showers and storms, especially this morning, maybe isolated this afternoon with 70s. Then on the bay side, a little showery and stormy in Cambridge, especially early on with upper 70s and upper 70s in Crisfield. Still a little unsettled into the weekend, but as you heard, Labor Day looking really good. More on that forecast coming up in the next half hour.
All right, Bob, thank you. And of course, as Labor Day weekend, a turning point in the calendar year for our coastal communities and the tourism industry.
Yep, Coast TV news anchor Mallory Messner shows us the cool ways as we hit the unofficial end of summer.
I cannot believe Labor Day is almost here. These grand finale events are set to cap off summer 2024 on a high note. It's a packed holiday weekend lineup for the nation's summer capital. The 34th Last Blast Prediction 5K kicks off at 7:30 Saturday morning in Grove Park. The Rehoboth Beach Bandstand 2024 Summer Concert Series wraps up with the Uptown Band on Friday, followed by the finale Saturday night with Sons of Pirates and the Big Buffet Beach Band. There's more music Sunday night with the Delaware State University Marching Band, plus Sunday morning on the beach in front of the bandstand, New Covenant Presbyterian Church holds a sunrise service at 8:30 a.m. Camp Rehoboth Sun Festival fundraiser offers 2 nights of fun. Comedian Joe Dombrowski will headline the event and take the stage at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center Saturday night. Then on Sunday night, dance the night away with 2 DJs. Classic cars and Jeeps are rolling into Ocean Pines in style. Watch them show off at the Ocean Downs Casino and Racetrack. This event runs from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Puppies will be in the pool at the Killens Pond Water Park for the annual event on Labor Day Monday. It runs from 4 to 6, and owners should bring proof of dog license and current vaccinations. On Monday, the Fort Miles Historical Association will hold its 8th annual Victory Over Japan ceremony. It celebrates the official end to World War II and honors 774 Delawareans who died while serving their country. The ceremony takes place at 9 a.m. under the shadow of its USS Missouri gun display. You can bid a fond farewell to summer at the Bethany Beach Jazz Funeral on Monday. The annual tradition will kick off at 5:30 on the north end of the Bethany Beach Boardwalk. 3 bands, the Dixie Cats, the Downtown Dixieland Band, and the Jazz Funeral Irregulars will be playing at the Boardwalk Bandstand. For full Labor Day weekend lineups for all of these events, go to CoastTV.com and click on this week's Cool Things to Do article.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
I am so ready. Sorry. I am so ready. I am ready. I'm ready. I am ready. All right, action.
Wheel of Fortune new season this fall. New episodes September 9th on Coast TV.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product, so I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Huddle up for Nittany Game Week.
Coaches Jay Paterno and Tom Bradley join host Todd Sadowski for expert analysis and exclusive interviews with the Blue and White. Get a sideline seat for the plays and players that will make a difference on game day. Nittany Game Week, Friday nights at 11:30 and Saturday mornings at 11 on DS.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's been a noisy night across Delmarva. We've had storms and heavy rain, and it tapers off later this morning with more unsettled weather for the holiday weekend, then nicer for Labor Day. Details coming up.
Think before you swim how to stay safe in the ocean this holiday weekend.
Holiday roads, beach communities on one last big summer weekend.
Thwarting truck trouble, the new system being put in place there at the Mispillion Bridge is designed to prevent trucks crashing into it.
This is Coast TV News Today.
August 30th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:33. College football, big talker in the newsroom before we went on the air. There's some games last night, games tomorrow. Paige, your Turtles in action tomorrow at Connecticut. America's team, Penn State at West Virginia. Elisa's Rutgers got a win last night. And Bob, your Mississippi State Bulldogs, they play Eastern Kentucky tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Could my eyes roll further back in my head at the name of America's team, Bob?
I know, it's like a big, you know. He picks a different America's team, I think, every month maybe, but not in football. All right, let's talk weather. We've seen rounds of showers and storms the last couple of hours. We saw one batch come through Delaware and Maryland that brought lots of rain and wind earlier. Now a second batch is moving in, but still dry for much of Sussex County. But that first batch continues to move offshore with the heavy rain and lightning. But we're looking into southwest Delaware. Heavy rain here. Not seeing too much lightning around Delmar, but farther south into areas of Maryland and Virginia. Lightning and heavy rain stretches down to Snow Hill and down towards Chincoteague right now, and just plain rain from Nanticoke down to Shelltown and points west. So we continue to watch this area of storminess moving through, and behind it I think we do start to dry things out. And out the door this morning we're seeing temperatures in the low 70s. We still have that onshore flow. So watch out for maybe some ponding on the road, some heavier rain with the vivid lightning this morning, and then it starts to clear out. And I think by noon and points forward, we're looking at a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures mainly in the 70s and 80s for today. UV index sponsored by Ocean City is a 7. We're in the high range. Burn time 15 minutes, and we're in the high range the next couple of days. And then the very higher range by Labor Day. You want to be extra careful in the sun by then.
Thank you, Bob. And as we mentioned, we have arrived at Labor Day weekend. Traditionally, it is a very big weekend here on our coast, and it is the beaches that have our attention with the expected surge of visitors.
CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. Elisa, you spoke with a lifeguard in Rehoboth Beach who says Labor Day weekend is always busy for them.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, there's no doubt that the nation's summer capital and all of the beaches are going to be packed this weekend. And while summer technically doesn't end until September 22nd, for a lot of people, this is their final beach vacation of the season. And while swimming in the ocean can be fun, in a split second, it can turn a fun time into a tragedy. Last Memorial Day weekend, a man died in Rehoboth after going for a swim, and another was rescued in the water by lifeguards. Even if you're incredibly skilled swimmer, one lifeguard in Rehoboth Beach told me the ocean is not a pool and the conditions can change in an instant.
Yeah, at least an important thing to note, like you mentioned, that drowning that happened last Memorial Day weekend when lifeguards were not on duty.
Yeah, Paige, this is why it's so important to swim when lifeguards are on duty, because if you find yourself in an emergency, these people are trained on how to handle these dangerous situations.
And Elisa, we hear about so many emergencies involving rip currents. You actually have some signs for people to look out for.
Yeah, Matt, a lifeguard told me if you see foam on top of the water, that's usually an indicator that a rip current is in the water. And they also say that if you find yourself in a rip current, to swim parallel to the shore in order to break away from that current, and of course, call for help. Back to you.
All right, Elisa, thank you so much. Now, as we begin the final big weekend of the summer, we wanted to go over the hours lifeguards will be on our beaches. So, some good information if you're visiting the coast, and of course, a good reminder for all you locals out there. So, we're going to focus on Saturday and Sunday, but of course, there are some different times of the beaches on Fridays. But in Rehoboth Beach, again, Saturday and Sunday, City Patrol will be on the stands from 10 to 5:30, but today that ends at 5. In Ocean City, it's 10 to 5:30 every day. At Delaware State Park beaches, there will be lifeguards from 9 in the morning until 5 p.m. Then in Bethany Beach, lifeguards start at 9:30, they end at 5:30, but today they are scheduled from 10 to 5.
We're taking a live look now at the Bay Bridge, the big connector for D.C. and Baltimore areas to the Eastern Shore. You can see some activity there, and we expect that highway to be filled with drivers heading to our coast for the holiday weekend.
And cars passing by, people lining the stores. That's going to be the scene at the this weekend on the coast. AAA says you may want to avoid those peak travel times, which today is going to be 11 a.m. all the way until 9 p.m.
That's a pretty big window to avoid. As CoastTV News reporter Brandon Ferguson shows us, business owners are hoping for a big weekend, but for people who live here on the coast, it is a different story.
Busy traffic flowing. And this noise is what you're going to hear a lot of this Labor Day weekend. AAA says a record number of people will travel on highways, and with all this traffic on the coast, business owners like Chad Miller talked with us about their sales.
With this being the last weekend, we are all hoping it's going to be very strong.
But for people who live here, it's time to expect the worst.
Really intense. It's going to be the beach crawl, you know, just go with the flow.
All this upcoming traffic is causing headaches for people on the coast, but putting smiles on business owners.
An overhead warning system is being installed at the Miss Pillion Bridge in Milford. The bridge on South Rehoboth Boulevard reopened last August after being closed for several months due to large trucks repeatedly crashing into it. Delmarva says a new warning system, also known as clankers, this is designed to stop big trucks from hitting the bridge and causing big damage. Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, crash on Coastal Highway. We're going to show you a video of a crash in Milton. My one witness says the intersection there is to blame.
And hunting season loading will tell you when it begins in Delaware for a variety of targets and what hunters should know before heading to the fields. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Draper Media presents the Shore Living Expo, celebrating health, wealth, and home. Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka. Great demonstrations and interviews with Delmarva Life's Lisa and Jimmy on the expo stage, along with prizes and fun. Plus, meet your favorite Draper Media TV and radio talent. From crafts to home services, boats, cars, and RVs. This is a free event you don't want to miss. Go to WBOCevents.com. See you at the Shore Living Expo.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
It's a rainy and stormy start to our Friday. Spicer Brothers came in Salisbury, a lot of water on the lens, and you've got lightning in the vicinity of your area. And here's clouds and radar. Another batch moving into southwest Delaware with some heavier rain through Delmar, Laurel, west of Gumboro right now. And then more of that heavy rain around the Salisbury area, and then stretching south and east of Salisbury towards the coast. Heavy rain, vivid lightning. So, yeah, make sure you take shelter from these. They're not severe, but they're definitely packing a bit of a punch as we have temperatures in the low 70s right now. So on the golf course, probably don't want to head out until this afternoon. We're in the fair category, mainly morning rain and then a nicer afternoon with 78 degrees. Another way to get your forecast is a CoastTV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Bear Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Bob, thank you. Hunting season right around the corner, so get all your gear ready to go. I know a lot of you are looking forward to it. Delaware deer hunters will open the season September 1st, along with coyote hunting September 2nd. Early teal season September 14th, and the gray squirrel season that's September 16th. Officials do suggest check out the Delaware Hunting and Trapping Guide before you head out there.
Thursday night was a great night for football if you were a Delaware Blue Hen. Delaware opening the 2024 season at home against Bryant out of the Northeast Conference. At Delaware Stadium, the Hens were powered by a pair of former Bayside Conference stars. We go late in the first in this one. Each team had a score at this point. That's when Parkside's Marcus Yarns punches it in from first and goal at the 1. Blue Hens up 14-3. Moments later, we're now in the second quarter. Easton's Ryan O'Connor dumps it off to Yarns. 1 rushing, 1 receiving for the former Ram. 21-3 Delaware. And then just before the half, we have a similar play. O'Connor to Nicholas LeBoy. The route was on. O'Connor threw for 4 touchdowns on the night. Delaware starts the season 1-0 with a win over the Bulldogs. We had some openers in Delaware high school football. Cape comes home from Newcastle County with a win over Red Lion. Sussex Central takes care of Laurel, a 41-20 win for the Golden Knights. And in a battle of Route 13, Woodbridge at home shuts out Seaford 38-0. It's the first of 3 straight games played in Bridgeville.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
What's going on, sports fans? We have something new and exciting coming to all of our local teams with big dreams. Not only can you watch DSN free over the airwaves, but in addition, we have DSN Plus. If you are a local sports fan, DSN Plus is here to bring you more of what you love. With DSN Plus, you get exclusive access to up to 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing the best high school showdowns and regional rivalries from across Delmarva. This includes up to 4 live stream games that you won't find on the regular DSN channel. Plus, you can watch full replays on demand and exclusive local content, whether you're on your Apple or Android device. Of course, DSN remains free over the air and on cable, but for just $6.99 a month, you can unlock even more with DSN Plus. Don't wait. Get most out of your sports experience. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today and subscribe to DSN Plus, because when it comes to local sports, DSN Plus means more. And this way, DSN can be everywhere for all of you fans at home to watch your favorite teams. Get your DSN Plus subscription today. Got over sports. Have a great day, everybody.
And don't forget, coming up today on DSN, you can catch all the local games across Delmarva at 4:30. It's Down and Distance. 5:30, it's Scoops and Scores, the football pregame show. Live at 6, Delmar will face off against John Dickinson High School. That's in Wilmington.
Yeah, that 10:30 show's got my attention. Go to DSN Plus at 3:30. You can catch Milford High School facing off against Mount Pleasant in football at 5:30. You can watch Y High in Snow Hill. 6 p.m. It's Delmar and John Dickinson. And finally at 8, you can watch Downtown West play Smyrna.
And another reminder for you coming up soon. It's the Shore Living Expo. We are so excited. The event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. You can have a visit with a variety of businesses along the coast that show just what the peninsula has to offer. So on your screen, you can see the event there. It takes place September 7th. It runs from 10 until 4.
And I just saw some flashes of lightning on our Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury, seeing some heavier rain there right now. So delay travel if you can this morning, as the weather will improve from storms this morning into sunshine this afternoon. The weekend is a bit unsettled, then much better for Labor Day. Your full forecast details in 2 minutes.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on CoastTV.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696, or visit lizardflare.com now.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
It is 5:48 on your Friday morning. We are going to take a live look now at Salisbury. Ooh, it looks a little scary there, Bob. I can't tell if it's actively raining, but it either just did or it's about to.
It is actively raining, Paige, on that camera, and I saw some flashes of lightning a couple of minutes ago. So we have those thunderstorms moving through Delmarva this morning, and you really want to be careful. Delayed travel if you can. Pockets of heavy rain, maybe some local flooding in poor drainage areas, and it is vivid lightning. Here's the latest look at clouds and radar LiDAR, you can see one cell now just west of Gumboro with some heavy rain, a little bit of lightning there, and then surrounded by that, some rain in Jones Crossroads and Seaford right now, and that extends into the eastern shore. Nanticoke through Westover, you're seeing steady rain there. And then Salisbury, as we just saw, we had some lightning there and some really heavy showers and storms just to your east and northeast, and those continue to move off to the east and northeast. And you see those storms extending through Newark and then down towards the shore just east of Chincoteague. So heavy rain, vivid lightning with these cells as they're moving to the north and east and eventually spreading into Delaware. You can see this big batch of rain just north of a stationary boundary off to our south and west. We're still on the cool side of this boundary, and I think once this disturbance moves through, then I think the rest of our Friday will be good. Our 5-day temperature trend, a little cooler today at 78, and then it's back to the warmth and humidity this weekend with mid to upper 80s. Then a nice cool down for Labor Day, 81, much lower humidity than upper 70s on Tuesday. We're still pretty much in that humid to very humid range right through your Sunday, and then a dramatic drying out period beginning Labor Day and really continuing for much of the rest of next week. Out the door this morning, temperatures right around 70 degrees. We still have that onshore wind, and we're dealing with those heavier storms. Watch for the heavy rain, vivid lightning as we go through the morning hours. By 10 o'clock, I think we start to dry out. We see some sunshine, and by noon, we're in the 70s and lower 80s. So some lower 80s inland, mainly 70s at the beaches as we go into this afternoon. If you're out and about this evening, maybe grab the umbrella just in case, maybe a stray shower. Otherwise, we're looking at quiet conditions as we go into your Saturday morning, beginning the day in the 70s, and then we're looking at sunshine as we go through your Saturday with highs into the lower 80s inland and 70s at the beaches, maybe a spot shower or storm. Then we move into Sunday with a stronger cold front. We'll have to watch this because that could possibly bring severe weather into the afternoon and evening hours with some heavy rain and vivid lightning. And then behind this front, that's when we dry out for good as we move into your Labor Day with much lower humidity. Then that continues for a good chunk of next week. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, upper 70s today with the storms. Isolated storms Saturday, 86, and then 88 Sunday. Stronger storms with a cold front, and then Labor Day is drier, 81. And then we start getting into the 50s at night again into early next week. That'll be nice. Another taste to fall with upper 70s as we go through Tuesday through Thursday with a mix of clouds and sun.
Thank you, Bob. Police in Milton will continue working determining the cause of a crash that happened Thursday night. The call came in around 8:20 p.m. Check this out on your screen. This is at Union Street Extension and Coastal Highway. A video shows that a pickup truck and a tractor trailer were involved. That pickup truck smashed in the front. Can't see in the video, but a stop sign was knocked down, and we spoke to someone who heard the crash. He thinks DelDOT should reevaluate this intersection.
I believe that the tractor trailer was coming northbound, and a pickup truck came across and and ran right into it. Yes. And that, like I said, the way it's set up, you're supposed to merge, and it's plenty long enough, to merge. And a lot of people don't understand. I mean, if you don't go all the way to the end of the merge and then try to get out.
Yeah, no word yet on any injuries. That crash was cleared after almost 2 hours.
Coming up next on CoastTV News today, the real cost of organic food as popularity grows. We'll tell you if the hype is worth the high cost.
Come out to Jesse's Paddle on Saturday, September 21st at the Pocomoke River Canoe Company in Snow Hill, Maryland. Registration starts at 4 and boats launch at 4:30 for Jesse's Poker Paddle. Enjoy live music, a silent auction, and a swag bag for every donor. Prizes await the top poker paddle winners and best fundraisers. Help support the Jesse Klump Memorial Fund for Suicide Prevention. Visit jessespaddle.org for more details. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
It's the incredible Red Dog, the amazing universal socket tool that fits, grips, and tightens virtually any fastener. Look at all the different sizes and shapes, nuts, bolts, and screws. Any head will do. Red Dog grabs on tight and locks into place fast. It replaces hundreds of different tools, yet it's smaller than a battery. 54 telescoping steel pins mold around any object. Then, up to 150 pounds of torque knock out rusted fasteners. You can get Red Dog for just $19.99. Breaking news: Red Dog may be discontinued. Due to supply chain shortages, Red Dog is stopping manufacturing immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 per order while supplies last. Order now.
Call 1-800-519-7208. That's 1-800-519-7208 or visit byreddog.com. Call 1-800-519-7208 now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Popularity continues to grow for organic foods. USDA says consumer demand for organically produced goods has shown strong growth since the 1990s.
Yeah, while going organic may provide some health benefits, there is actually a big drawback, and that's the cost. Mandy Gaither shows us whether buying organic is worth that extra money.
From fruits to veggies, eggs, and nuts, you can find the word organic on many different foods at the store, but what exactly does that mean?
If produce is grown in soil that has not been sprayed with certain substances like fertilizers and pesticides for at least 3 years before harvest, the USDA considers it organic.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says reducing one's exposure to those chemicals is important, as he says high pesticide levels in foods have been linked to increased cancer risk, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, a reason going organic continues to gain popularity. In 2010, an estimated $26.9 billion is estimated to have been spent in the U.S. on organic foods. By 2021, sales reached $52 billion, according to the Nutrition Business Journal. But as demand increases, so does the cost.
So then the question is that organic label really worth it? And the answer is it might be. While the organic label doesn't guarantee you're going to be pesticide free, a Consumer Reports analysis did find most organic items were.
But if you can't afford to buy organic, Gupta says that study shows you can still shop smart and healthy. He says to look for products grown in the U.S.
What they found was that imported products accounted for 65 of the 100 highest pesticide risk items in the study.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:56. We are going to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And like we do on Fridays, today's Coastal Pet of the Day from the Brandywine Valley SPCA, coming out of the bushes straight into your heart. That is Rupert. What an adorable picture that is. Yeah. Rupert is a friendly and playful pup who loves spending time with his dogs. If you want to adopt Rupert or any other lovable pet, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
And maybe if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll want to adopt Rupert.
There you go, yeah.
If you know, you know. All right, don't forget, we love seeing all your pictures of your pets. Send them to us. Tell us what makes them so special.
Yeah, I'm making a case here. Somebody get Rupert on your home there. Scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It is now 5:57. Now we have a quick look at your forecast before you head out that door.
Labor Day weekend, and Bob, we start with some wet conditions.
Yeah, a little unsettled out there, guys, and we'll have to probably leave extra time to get to work and school this morning for sure. Numerous showers, some local flooding possible. Watch for vivid lightning as we go through the next couple of hours. Then I think things quiet down later in the morning, and then maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm into the afternoon hours with highs into the upper 70s. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, warm and humid into the weekend with isolated storms Saturday, more numerous Sunday, possibly severe. Then it dries out Labor Day, looking great, 81, and then pleasant fall weather after that for a few days.
Thank you, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, Ready to Rescue. We look at how patrols are gearing up for a big weekend on the beaches. That and more when Coast TV News Today returns.